You ever see these guys? The Steelers Dynasty podcast. What morons. Bubba is funny, but that Shane guy's a simpleton. Jamie, pull that clip up. Yeah, the Steelers Dynasty one. Can you believe these dumb Steelers? Fans, watch this crap. Yeah, that's it. Look at these two. Wow. You're watching the Steelers Dynasty podcast with Bubba and Shane. These guys are morons, really dumb, funny, but dumb.
I love that opening. I tell you what, when Shane did that, it's a masterpiece. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We signed a quarterback. I'm kidding. We haven't signed a quarterback yet, but we're going to talk a lot of Steelers stuff. And we're going to listen to Taylor Swift while we're listening to us talk about Steelers stuff, because that gets the how it goes. But before I get started, I am going to introduce the man from West Virginia, Mountaineer Mafia. He's the host, and he's probably going to do that on his own. He's going to take the ball and run with it. He's going to score touchdowns because he's got to get he does a lot of stuff, and he's looking to be doing stuff on his own. So everybody, welcome special field correspondent Shane Stodmiller. Shane, let me find it. There we go. Shane, how you doing?
You called me everything but a dirty dog. I'll tell you, I love that. But hey, Bubba, guess what? I'm not leaving you. I'm just going off of my own, maybe on some college stuff. But listen, guys, lots of fun things going on. Bubba and me in the black and gold room for about 5 minutes before the show. Just kind of talk about what's going on. We're supposed to be talking about what we're going to talk about on the show, but we only talk for 30 seconds on that. But yeah, there's I want to ask the chat, if you have a record so where Bubba and me grew up, a girl that we knew, she's a little older than us. Her name's Mindy Young, and she scored 2,333 points. 2,333. Okay. Now, hold on a second.
Well, also, she also beat me out in Little League, too, at first base. I just want to point that out. So I got beat by a female at an early age, so I'm okay with that.
So what I was talking to Bubba about most of the time in the chat was her record that stood for 37 years for the county was broken this weekend. Caveat, asterisk, Brian Burns,
Burns,
chime in. 1987-88 was the first year for the three-point line. 3 of the 4 years that Mindy Young played ball, they didn't have a three-point line. Should there be an asterisk? Or is everything kosher? And this young lady, Ava, from the Blairsville area, what's called River Valley, she has the
Well, I mean, we can congratulate her on breaking that record. But like we said off camera, like Eric Dickerson got 2,000 yards on like 14 games or whatever. He didn't get 17 and 18. Roger Maris broke the home run, in
61.
In 61, I don't know. I'm excited, Devil. And Burns said there's no comparison against players. Mindy Young was the greatest Marion Center athlete, I believe.
Yeah, I agree.
In high school.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm glad she's gone. I'm glad.
Yeah, we're
so glad.
I called Bubba before we did this show together. Bubba was just doing his pop culture. And I called him like, you got to do a video because they're trying to force her out. And I said, Bubba, you got to go live and do this. And there's been so many false alarms. I'm actually happy it's happening.
Well, we'll talk. I'm going to do a pop culture one tomorrow night, and then I can discuss this in depth.
Yeah,
because me and you are going to talk about watching the Captain America movie, and we're going to give our reviews tomorrow night. I don't know what time, probably 9:00.
Yeah,
but we're going to do it. Shane's coming on, and we're going to chit chat about pop culture and talk about stuff that's not Steelers related. Because, like I said, we still don't have a quarterback.
No.
And I was reading this article before we came on, Shane.
Pull it up. Let's just get into it. Let's get into it.
Okay. That Justin Fields has better stats, better rapport with the tight ends than Russell Wilson did. And he threw 24% more to the tight ends than Russell Wilson did. But also, too, Pat Freiermuth got a lot of stuff off of both quarterbacks. What's he talking about?
Okay, Bubba, I'll explain. But Brian wants us to do 2 sets of T-shirts.
Jesus.
COVID killed the strip clubs, which we quoted on the show. Remember,
Yeah.
I said COVID killed the strip clubs, and then Arch, tank for Arch on the other shirt. So let the season shit the bed. We want Arch Manning.
I seen an article about Daniel Jones coming in as a Steeler, and the Steelers just go like 3 games. Look, I don't know. I mean, this is all like throwing stuff on a wall and letting it form some kind of
That's what it
something.
is.
We don't have a quarterback like last night we talked about. We took questions from everybody. And if you guys have some questions about Steeler stuff, about this and that, because I was listening to the Combine today, and there was a guy from Texas Tech, he was a defensive end. Now, Burns might know who he is, but I think he's going to go high up in. He's going to go up high up in the ranking because he was getting interviewed on Sirius NFL. So, and he wanted to compare himself to Julian Peppers. And I don't know who he is. So, I mean, what? I can't stop. No, I can't stop anything.
Is it Shamar Stewart?
That's it. You got it. See, man. Yeah. Now, how is he?
I thought, I didn't know, I'm not a big SEC guy, but I thought he had a couple more years to play. Let me look him up here.
Well, they were making fun of him. They were making fun of him because he could dunk and he was in 6th grade. So that means he could get no higher. He didn't get any higher, and they were busting his chops.
Yeah, he was a junior. He forego his last season.
Well, you know what happened? He was at the Senior Bowl, and he pulled out because he didn't want to get hurt. His dad and his agent told him not to play. So, I mean, that's a lot. And you say a lot of stuff in college and stuff like that. That is the that
used to be like coaches would turn their nose up and that would turn them away. But now with, they need to sign with the NIL agreements. There needs to be a bowl clause in there.
To have them play.
Right, to have them play. Because, right now it's the wild freaking West. And everybody can, some kids are getting money and leaving before they fill their obligation. So it's, and some of these schools don't have like a huge pot of money. So it's really hurting. Pulled out because it would cost them 18. Yeah, okay, Brian.
18 years.
Pull out on that one.
I thought he was talking NFL talk. God damn it, Burns.
No, that's on the naughty list. That's all right.
Yeah,
we're not going to block you, Brian.
So, because like this weekend's March 1st, so 10 days it's free agency.
Right.
And then yesterday, when me and you and Mark were talking about Omar Khan, which nobody could understand any of the reporters out there, like they were like fucking mushmouth and fucking Fat Albert and fucking Charlie Brown, in the audience. You couldn't hear any of that stuff. So, and he was talking about, for Russell Wilson and for Justin Fields. Still, nothing is intangible. Nothing. And we don't have a quarterback. Like that, we have to go from that first and then go and hopefully we can get some free agents to solidify stuff before we get into the draft, because we'll do a couple mock drafts on this show. You know what I mean? I'll do a couple and then we'll put them up. You can do a couple and we see how we rank, how we went, because yesterday you wanted that West Virginia guard,
Millen,
like
the guard.
You were drooling at the mouth for this guy to come into Pittsburgh.
Drool, you froth and foam for that cat. He's top 10, top 15. Now, Bubba, what'd you hear? Did you see? I just saw this article, and this is from the Steelers on SI. Okay. And it's Steelers owner under fire in latest players report card.
Well, what ranking? What ranking are the Steelers going into 2025 out of all the teams? What
21.
ranking are we?
21.
No. Take another guess.
Well, they ranked them 28th overall for the
Right.
Right.
28th without no quarterback. That's
20.
so without a
28
quarterback,
out of
they're
32.
28th.
And I'll read what the overview is. Okay, this is straight from the horse's mouth.
Okay.
The Steelers are holding steady at 28th. That makes it sound like a good thing, right? Not so much.
No.
Mike Tomlin receiving high praise. Players credit for him for developing a strong culture. It is no surprise that Tomlin once again received an A grade as head coach. What are they smoking? I don't get this.
Well, you know what though? He's also, I seen an article about the strength and conditioning coach that he hired.
Well, this is where it goes on to say,
Okay,
he made positive changes, including game day daycare. Okay,
what?
this is what they're. This is what.
Did you say game day daycare?
Yeah, they have kids to wipe the kids' asses and take care of the. Like they're making millions of dollars, they can't afford a effing sitter.
Wait, so they're playing Sunday at Heinz Field, and they got a daycare center for the kids.
Yeah. That's
Oh
that's what they're getting, going from an F to a C for their including introducing game day daycare will raise their family support grade.
Why?
Yeah.
I mean, why? Oh God! Like,
Okay.
why would you have daycare on a Sunday afternoon?
I'm going to share this. I'm going to share this because I can't articulate how stupid.
That's dumb as shit.
This stuff is. Okay?
I understand, but you're getting, okay.
Okay. Treatment of families.
Wait, where's it at?
Right here. See it?
No, it's all black.
Oh, wait a second. Go. Share screen.
I did.
You see it? Let me try it again. Okay.
Okay.
Guys, this is our first rodeo, so.
Well, a couple Mustangs.
Okay. You see it now?
Phillies. No, it's all black. It's all black.
You see it right down there you're in the show now.
No. Yeah, I see it. It's black on my screen.
Okay, hold on.
But well, that's what it is. It's all black in the daycare. They don't have lights, so
guys,
they can't afford any electricity. So all those kids are
so basically, I'll read through it. So they rate food and dining areas B-, nutritionist, dietitian C+, locker room is a D, training room is a C+, training staff.
Why is locker room a D?
You want to see what it says? Okay.
Yeah.
85% of the Steelers players feel they have enough full-time trainers. Now, the locker room, 70% of trainers feel they have enough room in their individual lockers, and it's a ranking of 25 out of 32. 77% of players feel that the locker room size is adequate. So the players report the locker room needs a renovation.
What's wrong with the locker room? I thought it was all.
Well, the weight room, is a C+, 28th out of 32. It's good. They're saying it's good quality, but there's not enough space for them to train effectively. Strength coaches are C-. Team travels a B+. That got really positive marks. The head coach got an A.
So out of all that, Tomlin got an A, and everything else is probably 75.
Well, wait a second here. They shit all over Art Rooney. They said that his rating for perceived willingness to invest in the facilities is a 6 out of 10. The players rank him 30th out of 32.
Wow.
The players feel that Rooney slightly contributes to the positive culture, giving them a rank of 25 out of 32. But they feel that Rooney is not committed to building a competitive team based off of the locker room. The locker room needs updated.
Well, Afton, hello. Good evening, Afton. She said those issues were last year, the year before, and the year before that. So
they're not changing anything.
So, like, Art Rooney and Bob Nutting must hang out.
Yeah. Oh, Patricia too. Afton, Patricia, George. Yeah. The coaching staff size, it doesn't say anything about that.
They were bitching about the strength coach, though.
But they don't like the facilities. The dietitian, they think, is okay. But
What's wrong
you
with
know,
the?
if
I
you,
thought the facilities were like at Pitt too, so it's actually up to state. Because
but
doesn't Aaron
no. Pitt's facilities suck ass. You
really?
look at you look
Okay,
at
I thought Aaron Donald loved that facility when he came back and stuff.
yeah, but Errol Donald is old as shit. That was now they like okay, West Virginia. I
Okay,
wish I could show. I'm going to show something here.
I hope we can get it. I don't know why we can't share it, but so realistically, out of this coaching, out of this whole grading stuff, well, no wonder the head dietitian is from UPMC because all hospital food sucks. So right there, the dietitian for the hospital probably thinks Doritos is a snack.
Yeah.
Which I've seen that really in my real life. Like, some dietitians have no clue how to be dietitians. But like the weight room, the eating right, and the environment is all probably what 75%.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to show you guys what and they're probably top 25 in college, but I'm
I
going to
wonder
try
what
to
the
figure
top team is. What's the number one team?
like
What's the number
Oregon,
one team?
Ohio State, those are all, but let me see if I can share this.
Oh my, Devil's dietitian is McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How you doing, 23? I would say he is, or he isn't. It's all up in the air right now. I don't know if I wouldn't say he's like in the Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen category though. There, 23. Okay, I still got nothing. Wait, there it is.
There it is.
Okay.
You ready for me? Okay, so guys, this was updated maybe 5 years ago, okay?
Okay.
So this is what it looks like.
This is West Virginia.
Yeah, it has a cold plunge. Like they come off, they go into like a shower that takes off all the little particles from the field, and then they put their equipment. Their equipment
like a
gets
car
cleaned.
wash.
Yeah, pretty much.
So why does
What's going
West
on, Will
Virginia
Brandon?
got a better one than we got?
Well, that's the question. So, that's just I don't know. But here, take a look. I'm not going to play any sound because we can't do sound.
Okay, who's that guy?
Now this I've been in here. You pick
You
up.
been there?
Yeah, you pick up the football, and it'll play like highlights for each one of those games on the screen above.
Oh wow!
So this is the entrance to this is the entrance, and fans can go in here, and then you go behind the doors, and that's where the players go.
Okay,
See, you
so
pick up that football.
their whole training facility is way better than the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, Beanie Bishop and Zach Frazier go down drive 60 miles down to Morgantown to work out.
That's terrible. That's BS.
Other guys do that too.
Come on, Art Rooney, get your shit together.
Yeah, we're going a little bit forward here. So
this
just
says you don't want to crack that piggy bank. Cheap bastard.
This shows.
Well, no wonder. Well, no wonder.
Here's the wall. Okay, I'm just fast forwarding here.
Same ratings
as
the mud room last season. Okay.
Now
look at that. Okay, that's the locker room, and it's got all their pictures, so it's updated.
Yeah,
it looks like a goddamn Dave and Buster's.
So there's underneath there that pulls out, just like my son's high school has that. You pull out the shelf underneath your seat, and you put your shoes and stuff there.
It looks like Dave and Buster's. Doesn't it look like Dave and Buster's?
Yeah, and then you have all the now. These are all the outfits for from Nike, what they're given as a gear. Now this is college, but when your NFL program, when you have guys that are on your squad and they're NFL players and they're going back to a college, not even now West Virginia not a top 25 college anymore as far as what you're seeing on the field.
Okay,
but let's look at some of the.
Now the Steelers got to share it with Pitt, their training facility.
Yeah, see that's a big deal. This is the players' lounge, Bubba. This is the players' lounge where the players can go.
So the Steelers got a players' lounge at like fucking Starbucks or something.
I don't even know if they have a players' lounge. Like, look, you got all that stuff that's the players' lounge.
Wow.
They have like their own cafeteria. They have their own
futons. Steelers got 2 futons and an old TV.
Do you see that? You could do podcasts. You could do, all kinds of stuff you want.
They can't do that at Pittsburgh. So even with Pittsburgh and the Steelers and the Panthers.
Yep. That's the
with
training room.
college and a professional organization, it's still, yeah, like Afton said, look, and they still suck. That's a big issue.
This is the theater room. They can watch tape. They can watch movies. Each squad has their
Team
own
unity.
prep
They have
area.
a lot of team unity then. Where
Yeah, and then this is, look at the weight room. You ready? This is what.
okay, let's get to the weight room here, where the Steelers. It's shitty.
Yeah, that's where game day came, and here's the weight room. That's the weight room.
Holy shit!
That's half of it. The other half on the other side. So that's what we're talking about.
Well,
so
that's
that's why they're complaining they don't have enough room, because you look at this. They're coming. This is where the players are coming from. They're coming from Alabama, Oregon, Ohio State. These guys have 100 million.
Yeah, me too. Afton
facility. Yeah,
I want to throw some weights around. So this wow, Devil said he needs his house to look like that. So
yeah, it looks good, huh?
Pittsburgh, realistically, without the A grading for Tomlin, everything else is subpar. So with all that's why we're in the predicaments that we're in, because if the Steelers players are bitching about where they're at when they're doing stuff, this is not good.
Right. You have two organizations sharing the cost. Pitt is leasing. They're leasing that part. So the money they invest, they're not getting out of it.
I don't know how the Steelers massage.
You ought to ask Justin Tucker. He probably
you got to ask Tucker and Watson. I know, because the Beehive's closed and Club Erotic is closed too. So I don't know about that, but yeah. So that's not good. 28 out of 32, and the owner is. I think he needs to fucking let
some money.
Well, that or let his son. Does he have a son?
I'm sure
let
his
son or daughter,
50
somebody younger run the team.
Yeah, there's 50 kids getting paychecks.
Right. Yeah, 47 Roonies are getting paychecks. So one of them be like, hey, look, I think I can take the bull by the horns, get us back to where we need to be, get Pittsburgh Steelers culture, which they haven't had the Steeler culture in a while, in my eyes. And like right now we're going into this 10 days, 10 or 12 days into free agency.
Yeah.
Still don't have a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they are talking. I believe they're talking to Justin Fields. No one's hearing nothing, and they're trying to negotiate. I believe they're trying to negotiate before he fucking goes somewhere else and gets bigger money.
Well, do you see what the Steelers are talking to? One of the best running backs in the draft class. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what Afton said about Rooney's son.
Okay.
Is he any good at being a director of business and development and strategy? Because he doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Nah, doesn't look that. I don't know. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
In the first? I don't think we're taking it. We don't need a running back in the first.
Yeah, but that's who they're talking to. But they said he skipped the on-field drills.
Okay.
2 days ago.
We don't need a running back. We need a receiver. We have no receivers that can be fully capable in this season coming up. I would not want to put all my chips in George Pickens' way, because he not showing up on Christmas Eve game late. I don't know if there's any generational talents for running back. She wants Meek, and then Swish says we need an offensive line. I think we're a little better. We're a little better, Swish, than we have been in recent times. So with Jones going left and Troy Fautala coming back and being a right, you got Frazier and McCormick as a guard, or Solomolo as another guard. I don't think they're going to sign Daniels. I think Daniels is going to want too much money.
I think I have to check this, but I heard. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm sure we can research it. Afton could probably research it and find it. Millen and Frazier, I believe, have the same agent.
Well, if they do, you take them in the. I think we have a 50-second pick in the second round. Okay, and then you could still get that nose tackle because I seen mock trials and drafts. That nose tackle from Eastern Kentucky, we need a nose tackle, by God. And then I would be okay with that. I would be okay with receiver, taking the dude from West Virginia as a guard and putting him right in there, fucking plugging him right in and getting that nose tackle. But
yeah,
okay.
Trying to think of that kid. It looks familiar. Grant is a receiver, isn't he? Is Grant a receiver? I'm gonna Google that.
I think Grant's a defensive. I think he's a defensive lineman. I believe. I could be wrong. I'm not big into. I don't know my college stuff where that's not good, and I try to doing these podcasts, and I've been getting better every year. But
Kenneth Grant, yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought. Now the Steelers, in free agency, can help their cause. Okay, and I got some articles that I want to go over. You know what I mean? And there's a couple free agents that will be out there, and the Steelers could pick them up. Now, and we couldn't get DeAndre Hopkins when he came from Kansas City, but that was one of the receivers in this article. But also Hopkins didn't have a big presence in Kansas City after a while. But I think Hopkins is leadership and veteran leadership, which we need. And we could probably maybe he's still a physical specimen, but he lost a step. I don't know. His athleticism is still good. So that's something as a free agent. And also J.K. Dobbs, the running back from the Chargers, especially if Najee leaves. And I know yesterday we talked about Chubbs. And he's going to be like, he's going to be like a $3 million price range. And also, here's something else: is Arlick Jackson, offensive tackle, 6'7", 350 pounds. He's from the Rams. Now, this acquisition, if they could get him, could either have Broderick Jones or Troy slide over to the guard spot. They say it would be a better fit, especially for Fautanu, who could turn him into a true building block for next generation offensive line in Steel City. So adding Jackson would increase the team's overall talent in the offensive line. And it would serve as an insurance policy in case one of the team's current projected starters struggle or suffers injury, but it won't be cheap to sign him, but he won't break the bank.
That sounds like a winner.
Yeah, well, 6'7", 350 pounds?
Yeah, but I mean,
I know.
He's what you're getting with him. It's like it's kind of like the draft is like a scratch off ticket.
Well, it's also free agency. If we got money to save and fill some holes, it's like fucking taking some putting. Yeah. What do you call that?
Right.
What do you call that?
Putter, spackle.
God damn it, spackle. You're spackling the holes. So.
Now, yeah, for like I said, scratch off tickets. So your later round, your undrafted free agents are your $2, $1 scratch offs. Okay,
but you can also win something with that, though.
Your fourth round, third round are your $5 or $10. Your $20, $30, or $50 scratch offs are like the first round. You know what I mean? So you have a better chance of winning big, but each one of those could be a big fat.
Well, we're getting Logan Lee back, and we're hopefully we get Watts back, and hopefully have some kind of contribution in mini camp and training camp. So that's what we drafted him last year, and like I said, and we said yesterday, Roman Wilson. So there's 3 players, 2 on defense, 1 on offense, that could make something for themselves with the Steelers organization in training camp to try to make this team. But I don't know until they start signing people, and the first thing they need to sign is a damn quarterback and go from there, because I believe that Mike Tomlin has seen that defense wins you championships, and he's going to keep doing this blueprint where he's not going to get, we're not going to be an offensive powerhouse, and we're going to still stick around, and hopefully the offense can get us somewhere. We could kick a field goal by Boz and have the defense stop. That's what I think I think that's what he's still in that mindset, and I don't think that's a good mindset. I think defense wins you championship if you're scoring fucking 28 to 35 points a game.
But you got to be able to score more than 21 points a game.
Yes.
You need a couple offensive
I realize
touchdowns.
But
Those
also
days
too,
are gone. Those days of, what was that Super Bowl where it was real low scoring? I'm trying to think of what that was.
I can't remember. But the problem is though, when we have, if we get behind, like in that playoff game, when we got behind, we're done. We're down 10. We don't have the offensive firepower to compete in a shootout or to score quickly.
No. And I said that all season. They're not made to come from behind. They're not set up that way.
That must be Sims must be the rep. No, but they haven't been like that since since Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown, where they could score at will. They could, and they did. They haven't been like that in a while. It seems like the car in the shop is not the engine is not purring like it should.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. It's rough.
I mean, it's we can dissect it, and we can, but the thing is, we ain't gonna know. We're not gonna know anything till they sign get Fields in and go from there. And they're got to sign a free agent receiver. Okay. Oops, sorry.
So Apton said they work at the same agency. So Sims and Frazier, they're represented from the same agency. So they have different agents, but they work in the same office.
Wait, that score was 13-3?
Yeah, that was it. The Patriots and the passing the Rams. That's exactly what I was thinking of.
When was that?
What I'm putting down. That was maybe 10 years ago. Yeah.
Tom Brady?
Yeah, Tom Brady.
Really?
Well, let's Google that.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't see him like
Super Bowl. I think that was 2019, right?
Super Bowl 19.
6 years ago. 6 years ago. 2019, 6 years ago. Yeah. That was that was a really boring game. Yeah. 2019. Yep, Rams.
Oh, I got Super Bowl 19. I got the 49ers versus the Dolphins.
No, guys.
Yeah, so, that's Dan Marino's only Super Bowl.
Yeah.
No, what Super Bowl was that?
19. Super Bowl 19.
2019 Super Bowl.
2019.
Sorry.
I thought it was like 2016, in my mind, but 2019.
Oh, wow. I don't remember that. You're right. And Z, you're also right. No, it was.
I knew it was the Pats. I knew the Pats. I didn't know they were playing the Rams. I remember
Patriots won. The Patriots won 13-3. I can't even remember that Super Bowl. I must have been drunk.
That's just on. It
Because
wasn't
that
very
would have been
memorable.
a boring ass. If that had CeeLo Green, the entertainer. I thought it was Cedric the Entertainer was the halftime show. No wonder I was probably drunk.
What was that comedy show they had where they had the white guys and the black guys, like the Kings of Comedy, and then they had
the Redneck Comedy Tour.
Yeah, Redneck Comedy with Ron White. Both those shows are fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Bernie Mac was something. Bernie Mac was good. Okay, who will turn to Steelers? We got some questions now. Come up with some questions, guys. Okay, who will turn to Steelers offense this year? Field sucks, says Swish.
Swish, you might be stuck with Fields.
We might switch. You got a better quarterback than we do.
You're
because you got
blessed.
Josh Allen, so you don't have nothing to worry about.
He's like our.
And he says Rodgers will be a Steeler. Man,
I'm starting, Bubba. I hate to say it, and I predicted it a couple weeks ago.
Oh man, Markle, his
I'm starting to warm up. I'm starting to warm up to the idea. That's why I asked Mark. Guys,
well, Mike Tomlin likes him. Tomlin likes him.
I asked Mark. I said, Mark, you're always positive, and I'm just waiting for his head to explode. What would happen if we got Aaron Rodgers?
Well, maybe it's a difference. You brought it up last night. A different setting in New York when Favre went out to Minnesota and took him to the NFC Championship game. And playing in New York is very difficult and is not as good as it used to be. Because I read an article, LT, I think when he was in the draft or something, he was drinking or getting ready for a game. He drank like 31 fucking Coors Lights.
Afton's right. Put it up. That's straight on. Afton put this up and this spot on. I love it.
Is that right? Or am I got to go down further?
That's down the bottom.
I don't know.
We'll get to it. Getting older,
Okay.
Gotta.
Gallagher was the halftime show. He was smashing
breaking watermelon. George C. Yeah, well, Gallagher was breaking watermelon. Rodney Carrington.
I remember
funny guy.
Rodney. I remember him.
Yeah.
Pass on Rodgers.
Yeah, Matt Stafford over Rodgers, but Stafford's going to be freaking expensive.
Z asked us, how do you feel about Daniel Jones? Which I said this yesterday. I would be okay Daniel Jones being the second string quarterback, not our starter. If he is our starter, we're definitely getting a quarterback in 2026 when we have the draft in Pittsburgh. I mean, we'll have a high draft pick if Daniel Jones is our starting quarterback. And I'll be drinking a lot during the season.
Yeah.
Or doing other stuff or whatever. Well, that's true. Okay.
Here it is.
Is that it is?
Shane is like showing up for a week somewhere, and the girls are all ugly. By the end of the week, some of them look cute. They call those in the Army, they call those when you're deployed, they call them desert queens. So, like, the girl might have a lazy eye and maybe one boob's up here. And
back in the day when the boys went to the bar and it's you're going to the bar, it's like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you're feeling good, everything is great, there's smoking people everywhere, people are tens. Okay, now you're getting a couple drinks, it's 10:30, you're trying to dance a little bit, you're like, okay, thanks. You get turned down from you're going all in for the hot one. That ain't working out. It's now 11:30. You and your boy, especially it was me and Burns, looking around like, what the hell? So, shit, blah, 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 blah. So you're looking around, shit, hey, get that girl a drink, oh man, it's 12:30, something to 1. We got 2:30. And then you're like, shit, it's 1:30, something to 2. Boom, you're taking something out. You're just, after 2 o'clock, you're like, you're
Bubba and me were,
and you're, you know what I mean? Like,
there's a hump on her back. You didn't see the hump because back in the day when we were doing it, it was flannels and baggy shit. It was like, whoa, what the hell is this?
I mean, that's a crazy analogy, but that is actually true.
Girls back then, it was like opening one of those.
It was different in the 90s, guys.
Pallet sales.
When I was single, it was way different. I am not. I am married. I have no desire to do any of that crazy shit that I did. I just wanted to get wings and a hoagie under $10. You know what I mean? Like, give me some wings, give me a hoagie under $10. Back in the 90s and 2000s, I mean, I went to the Raindrop this past weekend. I got some. I tell you what, I went in there, and they had midget wrestling Saturday, which I didn't go, but I got a chicken bacon ranch hoagie. It was pretty good. And I got, the old Raindrop. It's not the Greg kind of wings.
Now, the Raindrop, guys, is a restaurant that my grandparents started years ago. Sold to a guy named Greg. Greg sold to a kid we know, and then someone opened it up. I haven't been there in 10 years.
It's different.
That's
now.
What he's referred to.
It's so different. They do a lot of, they do a lot, ladies and gentlemen, they do a lot of like
Comedy shows.
More music stuff, more
Yep.
events than they do food. But the food was actually good. I got a half order of big jumbo wings, and I had shit over my face because, yeah, beer goggles. Yep.
What were you doing out that way?
It was Chris Johnson's 60th birthday party.
Oh, okay. He's 60.
And yeah.
I didn't know he was 10 years older than me.
Oh yeah. I mean, how old are you?
50.
I'm gonna be 54 until I'm 4 years older than you. It ain't last call yet.
No.
Well,
yeah, Daniel Jones he looks like a quarterback, but I would rather get like
second string.
I don't know that.
Oh wait, 412 got another question, Shane. What do you feel about this?
Jimmy G.
He's about 5 years too late.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, not anymore.
Man, he would be good if we had him maybe 2 years ago even.
Nope, can't get a hoagie or nothing for under 10. You can't get shit anymore.
I went to Chili's. I hadn't been to Chili's forever, and I got wings yesterday for lunch, and they were like petrified.
We went to Valley Dairy, me and the girls, and our goddamn bill was $70. Valley Dairy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can I get you, hun?
Yeah. Well, it was some young kid. And, he was like, sir, how about an open face turkey sandwich? Open face.
Ooh, those are my favorite.
Well, yeah, but I never get an open face sandwich. Tammy's
white
like,
trash platter. That's what that is, brother.
And I'm like, wow, this ain't filling me up. I need some pancakes.
What?
You always go to them.
Pancakes and open face?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to,
that is like the American dream, man.
I love
pancakes and open face roast beef sandwich. This is what we talk about in this goddamn show.
Yeah, kid. we go off the.
We're off the goddamn rails for sure.
No, I don't want Jimmy. I tell you what, I took Jimmy G.
Yeah, he looked good.
Like before he got hurt at the 49ers, I would have took him. I would have took Jimmy G, but not
Jimmy
now.
G looks like a ball player. He looks like I mean, put a varsity jacket on him, man.
Oh hi, Kathy. How are you?
The mom is crying. She's laughing at Afton because she knows he's a tall drink of water.
Me when it's involved in what is involved. Shane.
What's that? Oh, okay. Okay, here we go.
There we go. Open face sandwich, Shane. Go ahead.
You got two open face sandwiches. You got your roast beef kind and your turkey kind. So what you start with is bread. Most truck stops in the East Coast have this. I don't know if Missouri, Kansas, Arkansas, I don't remember ever having it out there. But listen, bread, white bread. Okay.
Big white bread, not small white bread.
Yeah, white bread. Boom, down. And it's like turkey, the cheap turkey, like you have it at the cafeteria around Thanksgiving when you're in high school. So they put that turkey down. Sometimes it's good turkey. Gravy, mashed potatoes, it's all on a plate.
Yes.
And then sometimes it has stuffing. Sometimes it comes with just green beans.
It didn't come with. It didn't have stuffing.
Yeah. I got green beans.
What the hell did I get? Or onion rings or something. Did I get onion rings?
Yeah. Oh, onion rings. That's okay.
I love
it usually comes with a vegetable too, like green beans or corn or something like that.
Like I love onion rings, but I hate fucking onions on a sandwich.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
I know it's crazy. It's
the roast beef is the same, but it's just
maybe after it'll have her mom make open face sandwiches now.
That's so good.
And then
I gotta get goddamn.
It's gotta be the gravy's gotta be good. It's gotta be chicken gravy. I gotta have chicken gravy.
No, it's chicken gravy usually.
Thanks for coming on. Afton's mom. Thank you so much.
Mom, finally. Get a picture of it, kids.
Okay.
Here it is. Here it is. I got a picture.
You got a picture of it?
I got a picture of an open face roast beef. Not a turkey, but it's still the white trash platter. Gotta love it. Okay. Sorry, guys.
You got one?
Freaking sidetracked. Yeah, I got sidetracked.
Well, that's okay. We get sidetracked all the time on this show. That's why
share screen.
It's unscripted.
Okay, here it is. That's it.
There it is.
Green beans. Yep.
Yeah. What is that? That's
now
not
usually,
turkey.
guys. There's a hell of a lot. It is swimming in gravy.
Yeah, more gravy than that.
That needs about
two more.
That needs about
giant
3 ladles of gravy.
It needs more. It needs 2 more ladles. Gravy's got to be heaping over that.
Yeah, you don't see what you're eating. It could be, baby penguins, or it could be whatever, you know, you don't know. It's all
Yeah, but
gravy.
that was the
That's
first
it.
time, Shane, I ever ordered an open faced sandwich in my entire life. Like,
What?
I remember when I was, yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, we ate it at home. I never go out and eat it. Like, I don't know what come over me.
Oh,
Like,
you eat at
usually
home?
it's a
Nah.
burger or pancakes. And like,
Woodlawn.
I am so
Oh,
indecisive when I eat. But
Woodlawn used
I
to
was
have the
adding
best.
up what we've been going out to eat all the time, me and the girls, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my God, it's a goddamn car payment. I'm like, holy
That's how
shit.
we usually like save money because we go we don't go out to eat much as a family. Not
Well,
very much.
we did. We went to Applebee's. We went to I had a union meeting. I went to the Villa and
Man.
stuff. But okay, now Raiders are expecting to Reese Minshew. Nah,
Yeah, I don't want
nah.
them.
I'm not no. I'm not into that.
No, it's not a sandwich because there's no top.
Nope.
And they have to put more gravy on it. It just looks like a puddle of gravy. Kind of looks like biscuits and gravy. If you ever get that, it's
I
just
don't like biscuits and
I don't like biscuits and gravy either. I'm not a big fan.
see. She can.
Yeah, open face and
Yeah,
load
open face,
the
yep.
gravy on it.
Thank you so much. God. Now,
Yeah, you got
here we go.
what
No,
took
a
you
hot
so
dog
damn
to
long,
me is not a
Kathy?
sandwich. A hot
Yeah,
dog to
Kathy,
me is,
what took you so long?
yeah.
Hot dog's not a sandwich.
No, I don't think a hot dog's a sandwich, Devil. Did you see? I saw on Facebook that down in Texas, Texas Rangers have this big giant container for like 30 some dollars. You get nachos, you get like a big huge hot dog and something, and you could carry it.
I'm down with
Like
that.
it looked, I mean, it looked good.
It's like the Penguins pack at McDonald's. You get like two Big Macs and whatever, and my kid will eat all of it.
I did that one time. The Steelers, I think when we tied or we beat Cleveland, I ate at Gifford. I used to go to Gifford's house to watch a game, and Michelle, his wife, would cook something up like we were at a restaurant. And then I was still hungry, so I went down to Punxsutawney to the McDonald's and got that big giant Steeler thing. And I ate it all.
Slippery Rock.
My eyes are bigger in my stomach sometimes.
Slippery Rock is owned by like a Cleveland chain, and they give the Browns one.
Oh, I wouldn't want that.
I'm not even making a joke.
Well,
hot beef sandwich. Okay, do it with hamburgers. I'm sure it's the same thing, but it's yeah, they use an extra piece of bread. It's just one piece of bread. It's just different.
It's got to be thick bread. It can't be like bread like a half inch.
Yeah, it's like white bread about that thick. It just.
I don't think I'll do another one though. Like
Well, you did turkey, roast beef. Like when my grandmother owned that Woodlawn restaurant. Ask your mom if she ever had when your parents.
Well, Tammy loved Woodlawn. Tammy raved about the spaghetti back in the day.
My grandmother used to make it. So yeah, and my grandmother used to. So they're Italian, so every Sunday the restaurant would close, and then all the relatives go there for dinner on Sunday dinner. That's something that doesn't happen anymore.
Afton's mom's like, I didn't teach you. Hey, Dawn, how you doing? Okay, so no quarterback yet, and it's been going on. This show has been going on without a quarterback for weeks. It's like In Search of, Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah,
that's what. Oh, that's a good thumbnail. Have Leonard Nimoy in search of a quarterback.
Yeah, but that'll fall flat because unless you're
nobody knows who Leonard Nimoy was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that that new movie?
Yeah, that Bob Dylan movie.
Just like the Rolling Stones.
Not a big Bob Dylan fan.
Hey, everybody. Hey.
My tea is low.
They all get stoned.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Nanny.
Oh, wait a second, Afton. How many sisters do you have? Joe and Beth. So you have Joe, Beth. You're the oldest, right, Afton? I think so. I think she's the oldest. Almost March. Find out who's really going to beat. Yeah.
Well,
hey guys,
412. We got March 10th. March 10th, free agency. I'm telling you, I believe the Steelers
and the combine
are looking to. They're negotiating with him right now as we speak. Not that I have any inside track. I have. Nobody tells me anything anyway. I'm always the last one to know everything. So
I was just what came up on my feed like literally an hour ago is Peyton Wilson running a 4.4 at the combine.
Who
Spock
is?
sucker. Peyton Wilson. Remember last year? He ran
Yeah.
a 4.4.
Uh-huh.
So, I talked about it last show that, the Mountaineers need some speed. And I think they're still working on that. But yeah, our owners, okay. I have an older sister and a younger. Yeah, okay, that's right. I know you
Oh,
got two
sorry,
sisters.
Dawn. I don't know how he's sang. I have no idea. I'm getting a lot of. I don't have any street credit singing.
Yeah.
I can do a good Elvis Presley though. I can do that. I was singing Phil Collins in the car today. He was my
Feel it in the air
defensive
tonight. I've
draft
been
crush.
watching a
It
lot
was
of
it was in the air tonight.
Yeah, when I was deployed, I watched all the seasons of Miami Vice. And
He
that
was
was
my defensive draft crush.
I'm going to have to do that again.
Who was your draft crush?
Yeah, who was that? Who'd you say?
Oh,
Uncle
yeah.
Rico for quarterback.
Well, he's a second string quarterback, Dawn. They're gonna get Cliff Stout
over the mountain.
Yeah, look. And we're not even doing other stuff like a lot of
Peyton Wilson.
Okay.
She likes
he's gonna have a
lead
better
guys.
year. He's gonna have
That's
a better
nice.
year.
I like that.
And I think they're gonna probably, here's what I'm thinking. Like if they sign LaDainian Roberts, okay, but then by the end of midseason, Peyton Wilson probably will be starting.
Yeah.
I believe that. Nothing against LaDainian, nothing. Yeah. But I think that,
I don't know.
And he could be calling, he could be having the dot.
We could put the dot in and then also get a mouth guard that makes it look like you're missing these two teeth. You get a little bit of street cred. Channel your inner Lambert.
Oh, Lambert was a badass dude. I'm telling you. And I said last night we were talking, he was such a prick, man. I tried to buy him a beer. He didn't even want to buy it. I sent you a Steeler email, Bubba. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right on. Oh, speaking of stuff before we get out of here, because we're having such a great show tonight, which thank you guys for coming on. We are sponsored by Muggy Duck Mustard. I don't know if the code still works, but you guys can get the mustard.
It's good for 2 more days. Two more days.
I got to get some. I got to get some mustard. I've been out. They are still a proud sponsor, and God bless them, because we never been sponsored until last year, and starting March 1st, we will be on this website, Sports Vival website. March 1st, it goes full blown. Pirates, Penguins, Steelers. We are your Steelers hookup. We're the only Steeler podcast in this network. And JT Toth, all his draft knowledge, JT is at the combines right now as we speak. So, and he's got some merchandise. He's got koozies. He already got some koozies made. I share them on my personal Facebook page. Any of you guys, send me a Facebook request, on my personal page, because there's a lot of stuff. I don't do a lot of Steelers stuff on my page, but I do talk like other stuff like pulp culture and other stuff. And I help everybody I know that has something. I try to share stuff. And
what's coming up on my Facebook recently?
What's that?
Brazilian women dancing with carnival outfits.
You know what I've been getting? I've been getting since I had heel pain, and you look up one and then you get like, I can't walk, shit like that. But also I wanted to put this out for my friend Kelly Elgin. She's almost at her goal to go to Africa. She's going to Africa for about 15 days. I think she's leaving sometime in May. And she's almost there. She's like at 85% of the donation. So if anybody wants to donate, and because I don't know anybody that's going to Africa besides Kelly in an Ace Ventura kind of way. So, well, she's a lot of people. She's got some nice people, anonymous donations, and and Kelly is filled with emotion with the people that have donated, and me and you know her. We know she's a good person. We know the family she comes from.
Yep.
And she's very, very close of getting all that money because it costs a lot of money to go overseas to Africa for 16 days.
Well, what they do is the trip over is pretty cheap. It's just getting back costs you a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was my hero. He was okay, but you can't. It was angry.
Sports Bible.
She missed the S. Thank you,
Yeah.
Dawn.
Dawn.
I got to see this movie. I
Hey,
haven't seen
Bubba.
it yet.
Steelers 402 wants you to pull up that email. Can you pull up the email and I'll shoot the shit with everyone real quick? Go through the chat.
Okay.
We don't know where in Africa, guys, but what we're going to do tomorrow night, Bubba and I are going to talk. We have different opinions, absolutely opposite. We took it differently. The latest Captain America movie. Which one of us is going to shit all over it? So tune in tomorrow to see what we have to say about that. I'll talk about, a little bit about Reacher, the new season of that. I
haven't seen the second season.
Well, this third season really starts off great. So if you haven't watched it, watch it. And then you hear that character Reacher talk off camera, and he sounds a lot differently than when he's on camera, like on the show. So that's kind of neat. But yes, tomorrow on the Triple B experience. It's usually the Friday show. We're going to do it tomorrow.
Yeah, because I got WWE and the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, and here's the good thing: because we're doing it Thursday, we're not going to talk a lot about wrestling because I don't know shit about wrestling.
Right,
we're
not going to
breathe. When
Friday,
we do the
Friday,
the wrestling podcast, everyone else talks, and I just sit there and just go, okay. But
wait,
no, tomorrow.
I'm looking.
What time tomorrow, Bubba? 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. I don't know.
Yeah.
412. Where did you send the email at?
Bubba 77 one. The Bubba 77 email.
Oh, here it is. Okay.
Okay.
I got it. 412.
He's gonna pull it up.
Okay. He was talking about the worst ranked.
Yeah, the Boston chick could have been hotter. Jared.
Yeah. 412. We only received an A with the head coach, and everything else has been subpar.
Yeah, we talked about that.
So we're number 28 out of 32.
We talked about it earlier in the show. Yeah.
We're not. I'm not happy about that. None of us are happy about.
Or rewind, and you can watch us. We went through it. I tried to pull it up, and it wouldn't pull up.
Yeah, we shit on Art Rooney.
We went through that. Yeah.
You can be the comical relief.
Who, Bubba?
I haven't watched. You know what I was watching last night? Me and Tammy.
What?
I hate saying this. Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, that's fantastic. There's no.
I know. He was like, "What the hell is this?" And I'm like,
saw it? She never saw it?
No.
It was fantastic.
Funny. She's like, "This reminds me of she loves Kenny Powers and Eastbound and Down."
Yeah. Have you watched Righteous Gemstones?
No, I got to get into the season.
Oh, it's so good. I got to watch the new one.
Kenny Powers. That's what I need to do. I need to do a real American and come out with an American flag when I go to go back to work.
With all the fixins.
Yeah.
Fixins. Oh, shit.
Oh, God. Yeah, guys. Yeah. So we'll be doing this tomorrow. Pub culture, unscripted as always. There's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about because I haven't done my show because that channel has over 1,000 subs, but we don't have the watch time. This show has the watch time, and we have 315 subs. Hopefully we got 316 because then we can crack a beer and do 316, Stone Cold Steve Austin. So
after what time tonight, Marv? 8 or 9?
9's good. I think
it's 9 Eastern Standard Time because we're on
9 Eastern.
We're on
the other side. Because I don't really have anything to do besides nothing. I hit the gym already. There's the Steelers stuff. I'm trying to find stuff, and believe me, if we sign somebody, I will.
Bubba, do you have the link? George T wants the link.
Okay, hold on. I'll get it.
So he'll pull it. He'll pull it.
I'll pull it up.
The triple B. It's called the Triple B Experience. It's when I start watching Bubba and Mav and Cable, they would go on the Triple B Experience, talk about stuff. I would watch him. I was always in the chat like you guys. I'd hit him up. I'd say, Bubba, why don't we do this? Why don't you do that? Trying to get the numbers up. And it was when you guys were at like 400 or 500 when I start.
Oh yeah. Well,
and
but I've interviewed some big name celebrities.
Yeah,
some WWE Hall of Famers, some actors, a guy who was on
in Home Alone, the guy from Home Alone.
The guy who did worked with Marvel in the MCU. So I mean, the guy who was Mr. Oh geez, hold on. God damn it. Who else? Wait, hold on. I got to copy this. Shh. I go. Give me a second. Keep talking, Shane.
Yeah, we don't. The link thing. That's something that blows my mind. I still can't figure that out. I don't.
Well, I had a copy.
Bubba can do it.
Well, I
only Ruse. Yeah, under Ruse. Hey, you remember the kangaroo shoes with the pockets with the zipper? Those are kind of sweet back in the 80s.
I think this is
OnlyFans be feet. You don't want to see my feet.
There we go.
Yep.
That's the link right there.
That's it, kids.
Yeah. I mean, I've done a lot of interviews with I do like to do interviews.
Oh, what about the
I did an interview with the guy Scotty Schwartz from the Christmas Story.
Christmas Story. Scotty
for about
Schwartz.
4 hours, and then I called
the,
him up for Christmas. I called him up to wish him Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And it was 7 o'clock our time. It was like 4:30 in California, and he was pissed off.
What about you also interviewed the guy that does all of the illustration and writes the Incredible Hulk?
He did the grand designs, Jim Rung from Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
And then well, his partner of cartoon kayfabe, they had like they had like 25 to 35,000 subs, and him and Eddie Pitzker, but Pitzker he committed suicide last year. And his brother, it was Potter, who does wrestling, and they had a big giant event every year. So hopefully this podcast, the other podcast can and the wrestling company could help out like we did last year. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I just wish I could, Well, I mean, my stepdaughter's coming back home. She moved away briefly, so that's one. Tammy is so happy, so we got that. So if I get a promotion and Tammy gets a different job, we're going to be 3 out of 3. So you just got to think.
Right.
You got to think positive. Yeah, I have a buddy of mine who does props. He was working with The Walking Dead and stuff.
Yeah,
we were in the wrestling business together, and he does. He was best friends, and with
he did The Mandalorian. What's season 2? Season 2 of The Mandalorian, right?
I think he did, and then he was good friends with Dimebag.
Yeah,
who passed away, and then he was big time with the Zach Wild and stuff. So
yeah.
Thanks. I will do that. I will do that.
Hey guys, listen, we are a year and 1 month away from Pittsburgh hosting the draft.
The draft. And we're going to be doing some stuff for the draft this year too. I know we're going to be doing stuff. I'm going to be ready. That Thursday night, and we'll do I don't know where we'll be.
I might bake cookies while the draft is going on. And
what kind of cookies?
I don't know. I'll have to get a recipe and figure out something. I've only made them once. Made cookies once.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he every year he posts, his memorial of him every year. Frank does. So, let me check before we go. We might have hit 316. If we did, we need to hear Stone Cold. Hold on.
Break the glass.
Break the glass. Yeah. Let's see.
Snickerdoodles. So the story behind the cookies.
Oh, God damn it. We dropped one. Somebody must have been pissed off.
Sorry, guys. Anyways,
314.
so we're moving backwards. It's fine.
Well, that's
My
okay.
wife had a cookie exchange for Christmas, and she's like, "You're off today. Can you make me
Ooh,
cookies?"
nice.
I'm like, "Sure, I'll make you cookies." Well, she wrote down, she set all the stuff out, and she wrote down, "You need to make this many dozen."
I love chocolate chip cookies.
I made
man.
16 dozen cookies.
Wow. I chocolate chip.
The first two goes were and then I got into it and I did pretty good, but
Well, like I said, this weekend, the Sports Rival website will be up and running. You guys can, if you guys are Steeler fans, our show is going to be on there. And you also, if you love the Pittsburgh sports, Penguins and Pirates, they're going to have all three. If you like to write columns, JT's looking for journalists to write stuff. And that was the what? Oh, we haven't heard from him in a while.
That was the Browns dice. That's the guy who dropped us.
Oh, yeah. Probably. So, okay. So next week, hopefully we got some stuff lined up with some Steeler talk, and we appreciate you guys, like always, man, taking your time to come on and listening to me talk about stuff, and Shane do, research stuff that God only knows what he's researching, but we're two guys who have no clue sometimes what we're doing, but we try. And we do talk Steelers. I do love the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we're getting ready for 2025, but we need a damn quarterback. And if something comes up that's newsworthy, I'll do a video. I swear to God. But I mean, it's just like, we're getting this quarterback, we're getting every other quarterback besides a quarterback we need signed.
Remember Brick would say, "I love Lamp." Remember from Anchorman? I later found out that I'm mentally retarded just because I show up and
I love you guys coming on. And you know what? If I have a shitty day during the regular day doing these podcasts, I can have a bad day, but doing a podcast, it's like an aphrodisiac.
It's a motivational enema for us just to keep going, plugging along.
So, Shane, thank you as always. I'll see you tomorrow night at 9:00 on the Triple B Experience. Shane, we'll talk some pulp culture. So, everybody, thank you guys for tuning in. And just saying little things in the office.
I love Lamp.
So, okay. Good night, everybody.
Good night,
take care.
Bubba. Good night, guys.
Go Steelers. Sign a quarterback, please. Would be
and
great.
Straighten up the facilities. They're a mess.
Yes, get your facilities so people can lift and get some good food and get good dietitians.
Yeah. They want some open-faced sandwiches.
Yeah.
For Christ's sake.
You can't have bags of Doritos and shit. No wonder we can't stop the Ravens running the ball. Jesus Christ. Okay, guys. See